All right, hey Facebook, it's your friendly nosy neighbors, Jessica Cardin.
And Chad Murdock.
With Murdock Manwaring Company. Thanks for joining us today. We are out in the snow, and we're excited to show you another amazing local business. By the way, if you love local businesses like we do, please like and follow our page, and please frequent these local businesses.
And if you like real estate like we do, go on our page and like our page and reach out to us. Let us know how we can help you, because we know there are people that are watching right now who are wanting to sell. They just don't know where to buy.
Yep.
Call us. We'll tell you the plan on how you need to do that.
We can help you with all of those things.
Yep.
Okay, all right, you guys, today we are here. I'm excited about this because I've already utilized this service.
Yeah.
And
I have tasted this service. Yeah.
It was amazing. So we are at exactly, I don't even have a 530 West 20th. So the key to this is it's a little bit, you don't quite know where it is.
Yeah.
But if you were coming down,
if you're heading east on 17th Street, you want to take a right on Rolandette.
Right. Or if you're heading
Rolandette
east on Sunnyside, take a left on Rolandette.
That's right. And once you hit 20th Street, you want to head west. And it's just a couple blocks in.
Yep.
It's on the right, on the north side of the road.
You'll notice they don't have anything sticking out. So sometimes you drive by, but it's this gray building and you see this on here. But I guess they're planning to do some things up here.
Well, and this is one of those businesses that they don't advertise a
No.
ton because they kind of have their base clientele.
They do.
And my brother-in-law is a master griller, and this is where he buys his meats.
Well, we bought our Thanksgiving prime rib from here. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And they gave us great advice. Let's go in.
Well, and let me say one more thing.
Okay.
Many times when you just buy meat from anywhere and it's not good meat, you're just not buying good meat.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to buy prime meat if you want to have a prime meal.
Yeah.
And so that's why we're here at Grand Peaks Prime Meats. So
Deep-a-doo.
there's a sign, Grand Peaks Prime Meats.
Grand Peaks Prime Meats. And they've been here a really long time, but they just recently opened to the public.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to talk to them.
Let's go in.
Let's go in. And we're snowing.
Yeah.
I'm going to look really cute all day. Well, hello. So we're the nosy neighbors wondering if we can ask some questions about Grand Peaks Prime Meats.
We would love to have you ask questions.
Fantastic. Tell us who you are. Oh, I'm going to close the door.
I am Amy Tippetts, and one of the owners of Grand Peaks Prime Meats.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fancy meeting you here right at the front.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know. We over the years, since we've been in business for over 30 years, a lot of people don't know about us because we've been selling to restaurants.
Yeah.
And so we just opened for retail this year. And a lot of people, we're getting to know a lot of people, meet a lot of new friends. It's been really fun.
So what is Grand Peak Prime Meats? So what are you guys, a butcher shop? So tell us an
Basically,
idea.
we are. We're a USDA inspected meat shop. We cut custom orders. We don't do wild game or slaughter because of our USDA grant. We have special regulations that we have to meet. But yeah, we have so many different products because we cut for so many different types of restaurants. You know, from the high end to the mom and pop to the
How
delis.
big is your network of restaurants and people that you send to?
We
'Cause you're
actually
cutting custom-
deliver.
Okay.
Yeah, we deliver from the American Falls area all the way up to Island Park,
Wow.
and then we take the loop going around Arco, Chalice, Salmon,
Wow.
Mud Lake area.
Where
So,
have we had your meat before? Can you disclose that on video?
I can. Yes.
Where have we experienced maybe eating your meat?
So we, if you're here in town, you've probably been to Scotty's. You've probably, there's a new place, Bacon and Blue, that's opening up.
Oh yeah, I saw
Dixie-
that.
Today? Oh,
Yeah.
well, I guess it's not coming out today. It's today.
And Dixie's Diner, those are a couple of the ones. Roadhouse Saloon, that's another one. Hilton, we help them with some of their meat products. So those are a couple of the ones here in town. If you're in Pocatello, Press Box, and Ken's Market, we do stuff for them. Going out, or we have a lot of seasonal that have already, that are closed for the season in the areas. But then just going up north, I'm trying to think of all the places.
We've probably
just
been
a
there
lot.
though. You've
Yeah.
had a good burger. You've probably eaten, you guys.
Yeah.
So what do you guys offer? Like when you say, we don't come in here and there's not a big, when you go to the grocery store and a big
Right.
meat section. So what do they offer, or Where do they find out what you offer?
And actually, we are really excited because we are waiting for our cooler display to come in. There's going to be a big cooler because we have just the freezer one right now. When we decided to open up for retail this year, we started remodeling and doing everything. But along that wall over there, we're going to be having a big cooler display where they can just come in and grab steaks or hamburger or whatever they want right off the shelves. Right now, a lot of people, and if you have a small order, we have people that are coming in and we can cut pretty much right away. But most people, they'll call in their order or they'll order online, and then we just get it ready, and it's either ready that afternoon or by the next day.
So what, like an order, like you can call in and say, I need 5 pounds of hamburger or 1 pound of hamburger?
Right,
Or 15 steaks or 2 steaks?
Exactly, yeah. We had a company call, and with our prime ribs, they said, okay, we want something for our employees, so they ordered 17 of the prime ribs, and so you can call in and you can specify. We're very used to cutting custom. So that doesn't bother us at all. Some people will say, okay, I just want a 10-ounce steak or a 16-ounce steak. Some people will say, I want an 1.5 inch thick. So it just all depends on what you want. We do have the chicken, the boneless, skinless chicken breast, because our restaurants use a lot of that. We have the ground beef. We have an 80-20, an 85-15, and a 93-7.
When would you use? Why would you use different types for what? I mean, the leaner you go is for what? The more fat?
For the ground beef, and it all depends. It depends on your purpose for the recipe or for what you're doing. The restaurants a lot of times will use the 80-20 or the 85-15 because it has the fat content that gives it the flavor.
Yeah.
If you're conscious about that fat content, and a lot of people, especially older people, will get the 93-7 because they want the leaner. The leaner.
But of course you sacrifice
They cook
flavor.
with the leaner, but they go to the restaurant and they want the fat.
Now, and yeah, exactly. Do you know what though? You know what's really interesting on our ground beef? I think even with the 93-7, it has such a good flavor because we make our ground beef out of the trimmings from our steaks, from our filet mignon, from our ribeyes, from our sirloins, from our New Yorks. And so all that flavor is mixed up in there, and it is delicious.
So what kind of price? So we're talking about, by the way, we have a special guest that's joined us for a cameo appearance.
The
I'm
other
making
owner.
him really uncomfortable.
The other guy in charge.
This is the man, this is the janitor, right?
Yeah, I'm the janitor.
Yes.
The man behind the scenes.
You look like you're having too much fun.
I know, you had to come see.
So tell us, Bob, who you are.
I am Bob.
There we are. And we'll move on from there.
I am married to Amy. And
You're claiming me still.
Oh, I am.
That's good.
I'm surprised that you claim me.
me.
But you're not really claiming me because you put me in the bag.
That's right.
I did. I tried to keep you back there.
Yeah. When you're looking like you're having too much fun.
We
I
are.
said,
Thank you.
I got to join the party.
That's right. So, okay, I have a question about the hamburger. Okay, so in that, how much are they paying if they come and get 5 pounds of hamburger from you guys versus what do they expect to pay?
You know what? We actually have been able to keep our pricing really, really low, very comparable or even lower than the grocery stores. Wow. So that we just, when we started this year, the community has been so supportive. We are just so grateful, and if we get a good deal, we're going to pass it on. We are not going to, we don't want to hike our prices or anything just because of all this COVID stuff that's going on. Right. So basically we have the 93.7 right now is at $3.99, and then going down from there, the 80-20 is at $2.99. So you're still getting a good deal, but you're getting that ground beef out of the trimmings from the steaks, and so it's just wonderful.
So good.
So I grew up in a family where all the beef we bought was from my uncle and his family, and they would raise the beef. And then, butcher the beef, and then that would fill our freezers. And it wasn't until I was older when we ran out, waiting for the next order, and we went to the grocery store. It's almost like a different type of meat.
It tastes different, doesn't it?
So
it really does, yeah.
What is it that makes the fresh stuff what's really the difference? Because there's no comparison in the flavor.
Yeah,
It's really different.
I'm not exactly sure. I had so many people tell me that, and I've been getting, I don't hardly buy anything at the grocery store in the way of meat. So I've heard that from so many people, and I think we don't put any additives or preservatives in our product. So it's all fresh or...
You've heard about the pink or whatever.
Pink slime or whatever.
Pink slime.
Yeah.
Just another way of adding.
It's just a preservative.
Yeah, it's preservative, but it's just a filler almost like.
Yeah.
Because it's still, when they say 100% beef, they're not talking like
100%
we're talking.
cow.
Yeah, because they'll use the cheek, they'll use any parts that they can grind up smaller and just make it hamburger. But it's still beef. It's still 100%.
Yeah.
But it's the different kinds of trim.
Yeah, because it is.
Well, and we're used to the restaurants because they have to have a good quality.
Yeah.
So
if you don't go and love the taste of your hamburger at a restaurant, you're not going back.
Right. Or the steaks even.
If you want restaurant quality flavor, you can buy it here.
Yeah. Right.
Because you're not going to get it. No matter how you season it, it's not going to taste the same.
Yeah.
So let me ask a question about that.
Yeah.
For those people who maybe are not big connoisseurs of cooking, how do they do you guys help them if they need tips on those things? I think about prime rib, right? I cooked my first prime rib from Grand Peaks Prime Meats on Thanksgiving, and I didn't know how to do it, but you guys gave me such great tips. Is that something you guys would do for anybody? Or was I just really special?
Well, you were special.
Okay, thank you.
We were a little bit worried about you cooking it.
Honey, it's obvious I don't have a problem cooking.
But your prime rib turned out great,
Oh,
right?
it was amazing.
And you seasoned it yourself
I
that
did,
time.
which I didn't know until I came in and I'd already bought my seat anyway.
Yeah, anyway, but we're sending out a ton of, in fact, we have them over here. Do we want to go look at
Ooh,
I would love to go look
Bob's
at it.
making
Let's
one
go.
right now. Should we go look at it?
Is this called Bob's prime rib?
No,
Oh, okay.
it's actually Amy's recipe.
It's going to be really loud. Should we
good.
wait just a
That's
second?
all right.
We're getting a new patty machine already ordered.
Oh.
This one's like all the other ones, and it compresses the meat like a puck.
Oh, wow.
And the new one is going to be just a ball and then flattened.
Oh.
And so you're gonna get the coarseness of it, more of the bite, more of the juicy, more of the air.
Oh, yeah,
and entangled with the fibers, but this one, and I think about everybody in town uses this one. They get these fibers and they go and they munch them.
Yeah.
And they spit them out and they become a.
Almost like it takes the air out.
Yeah,
and the
it
breath.
He gets very excited about the mechanics of things. That's
love
what's so
that.
great. I let
Because-
him deal with that.
Yeah.
But the new one's going to be awesome. It's just.
So they can buy pre-made patties then also.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have. Okay, so
Well, something smells delicious.
So this
Yeah.
is
Holy
this is
moly.
one of the big ones. That's one of the smaller ones. This is the prime rib roast, and so
Wow.
it's boneless, and we tie it. We have Dave. He ties it together, and then we put the seasoning on it. Then we have thanks, Bob.
Bob's on call.
Then we have the instructions right here. We send the instructions with you.
And can you cook it in your oven, or do you have to have some other
This is for,
fancy?
no. This is just in the oven. You can just take this straight
Prime
off.
rib at home.
Take the tinfoil off, stick it in, follow the instructions. If you do use a roaster, a countertop roaster, then it does cook faster.
Gotcha.
That's just one thing to know. And then if it's a present, like this one is, we put a bow on it and send it out in a box like that.
So how much is a prime rib that size versus this size?
This one is actually a very small one. That's a
very small.
3-pounder.
Yeah.
And right now our prime ribs for this year, they're at $11.60 seasoned a pound.
That's
Okay.
great.
And so that's not a bad price.
Yeah. Geez.
Well, I will tell you, I will not mention any names, but a prime rib this size at a certain store runs about $40 or $50.
Yes. Yeah. And see,
and it's not seasoned.
And this is the thing.
Yeah.
This is one of the things that we are really our integrity means a lot. And so we are very adamant about wanting to give a good product at a good price. And we got these ribeyes at there are these prime ribs at a really good price through our dealer. We've been working with our vendor for a long time, and so they were really good to us. And we thought we are just going to give back to the community by giving a good deal with this.
How long does it take for this to cook?
How
much do we have to plan? If we're coming home to cook one, what do we got to plan for?
So in the oven, if you're doing it in the oven, typically it's about 1 hour for every 3 pounds.
Oh, so that's only like an hour.
And that actually is on the instructions here. So that's not bad. This
Prime
is
rib in no time.
And this one is for somebody who's sending it to their parents for a Christmas gift.
Oh.
So it's kind of fun because it's just kind of like with the turkeys. You know how everybody had a hard time finding the small turkeys because they weren't having these big gatherings because of the COVID year.
Right.
Well, that's the same thing. These parents, they're not having these big family gatherings, so they want their parents to have something nice, even though they can't be there to with them. So it's been kind of fun to do the gifts. I like that.
Yeah, I love that. Now I also hear that you guys, I can maybe pick this up already cooked. Is that right?
Okay, so the sous vide, we don't have that right now.
That's
the sous vide.
I just heard.
And I'm going to let Bob talk about that because
The best steak I've ever had in my life was using that word.
Really, isn't that awesome? And Bob actually, he researched this for the last year while he's, it's been a year and a half now.
Playing with it.
Yeah, and he's been testing it out and everything. So in January, we'll probably be launching our sous vide line, which is already cooked product, and then all you have to do is take it home, put it on the grill or put it in the oven. And I'm going to let him tell you because this is so interesting.
He had us over and oh my gosh.
It's good.
The best.
It's good. Yeah.
best.
All right, Bob, what is this?
Okay, so what do you do with
French
your sous vide?
training has been what?
I used to always think sous vide meant with water.
Yeah.
But I've been reading and it stands for vacuum packed.
Oh.
And so, but a lot of the other reading says it's with water. Most people get it mixed up. I don't know where it came from, but this is the idea. This is a sous vide cooker.
It does sound French.
And it's full of water.
So you're saying it's boiling meat?
No.
No, it's...
What?
Sorry.
I did a no, you're fine.
I'll let you do your...
This,
You boil it, you ruin it.
we did a prime rib and brought it home, and it was delicious, But you set what kind of, if you're after a rare or medium rare or well or whatever, you got temperatures and you got the size of it, and so we just set the machine for what temperature. I think we did 100 and I don't know. I know like 129 is for ribeyes.
So you're thinking of the internal temperature?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And so then it circulates it in this thing.
You told him you cryovac it, right?
Oh yeah, no I didn't. But you cryovac it, so it's
What's cryovac?
it's what we do with all the bags. It's
Sealing
just
it.
sealing
Oh,
Vacuum
for the
seal.
layman,
Vacuum
it is
seal,
a
Vacuum
vacuum
seal.
sealer, right?
Yes,
Yes,
vacuum
yes.
sealer. Yeah, sorry.
No, you're just too. Oh,
So, but
Wow.
that was awesome.
anyway, so you take them from there and you bring them here. You put them in here, put them on the racks, and then it circulates it at the same temperature for a certain amount of time. You set the time to, and it'll go off. Now we've been doing ribs like crazy. We've done a couple parties.
We did a couple of parties with, not baby backs, they were spare ribs. And so he has a special rub that you put on. Oh. And you guys, it's
Do you
so
put that
good.
in the
You do with the
You.
rub.
And the thing
I'm
about
getting
it,
really excited. I'm having some real flashbacks.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
we could do potatoes, we do corn, we do anything. I swear almost anything. But it gets the temperature. So when they cut, and restaurants in the East use some smaller cryovacs I got in the back. They're little tubs.
Yeah.
And they just keep it. You could keep this meat. So say you set it for these steaks I do are 2 hours, and I don't get to it till 4 hours.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
That seems like witchcraft and wizardry. What are you talking about?
So with the spare ribs that he did. So he put the rub and everything on. We sealed it, and we cooked them. How long was it? 18 hours?
18 hours.
Okay, 18 hours, because we had quite a few of them. But so you cook it for a long time, kind of like how people smoke things,
Sure,
you know.
yeah.
And then when you take them out, the only thing you have to do, and this is what's so great, people can come and they'll be able to grab them right off the shelf and have a really nice dinner, and it tastes like you cooked all day long, because you take it, you either put whatever seasoning on it, or some of them will be seasoned already. Put your steaks on the grill, or with these spare ribs, we put Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, throw them under the broiler for 10 minutes, and they will fall off the bone. Delicious. They were so good. I was so proud of him. He has been telling me about this, and I was like, okay. But these 2 parties that we did, people kept saying, where did you get this catered? They were family members.
Right.
And where did you get this catered? And we just, were chuckling in the background because we were so excited
It's a
about
by
it.
Bob.
experience
Yes, by Bob.
to the meat. It's
So,
a
okay,
different
I have
way.
more
It
questions
really is.
about this,
Okay.
Bob, logistically.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you put it in there and you say, I want the internal temperature to get to 150, and it sits in there, does it stop cooking? Because
No.
the air around it is 150?
Because it cooks to 150.
Yeah.
The water temperature doesn't get any hotter, any colder,
But it's the timing.
but it's the timing. And so it's at 150, and when you take it out. Now, I said 4 hours when I said, because there's no real adjustment.
Yeah.
Because 4 hours, you can get away with 2 hours on those things. But you go
Because
into,
it cooks so slowly.
you put it in for, you leave it in there for 8 hours, and the only thing you're going to do is you're going to make it fall even that much.
Just
It's like
tenderizing?
a slow cooker. It just
Oh.
it's just more and more,
Yeah.
and you lose some of your taste effect, because a lot of it's in the bite and
Yeah.
the chew. You wouldn't want a hamburger
That texture.
that just, you know what I mean, you know what I'm saying, just goo,
Yeah.
And so, hamburgers take considerably less time.
Yeah.
I've been making
I think they
hamburgers.
still do hamburgers on the grill.
Yeah, well, you stuff them, I stuff them, and so.
Oh, the stuffed ones. Yeah, that's
Oh.
right.
So,
Yeah, we're
And
gonna
then
have
you do
like-
them in the sous vide,
I do it in the sous vide, I stuff
stuffed
them.
hamburgers.
Yeah, and so it's cooked.
like
Wow.
mushroom and Swiss and
Yeah.
bacon and cheddar. Can't remember. There was a couple of ones that he's going to be doing, and those will be
Blue.
awesome because you'll have them all ready for them. They can take them home, throw them on the grill, and they're done. You just
How
have
many
to warm
minutes
them.
until this comes?
How many minutes? Well,
Because now I'm excited.
I put,
Oh, it's so good.
I had
Way good, yeah.
Dave cut me up because he
We
came
need
in
to
and
introduce you to Dave.
he cut me some prime, what was it?
New York.
New York.
New York.
And I was going to do those, but I just haven't got time. But
And
I still have them in
so
the
tell them
background.
the time frame because this is
Yeah.
exciting for people.
This is. Well, I love the idea of being able to pick up something you can then just
Well,
finish at
You
home.
will eat the
Yes.
best steak you've ever had in your own house.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you'll season it and everything so they can just pick it up and finish it off at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, when does it begin? When are we taking
We're-
orders?
2 months ago.
We want to have it ready and in there because we're waiting for our cooler by the middle of January. That's kind of what our goal is right now, right?
Yeah, we were going to get it. I was going to get it for
couple-
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. But the logistics of getting everything just didn't
Yeah.
happen.
And then after that, I was thinking we were going to do it for December. We started, but this has taken off. It's kept us.
Yeah.
Hopping.
Yeah.
But you can actually keep these. This is what I was getting at. You can keep these steaks or whatever. You can get them and you can keep them in your fridge for up to, well, I say 2 weeks. He says 7
45
weeks.
days.
Okay, 45 days.
Wow.
They would not last that long in my fridge.
Yeah.
They would be eaten by then.
Yeah.
So you can get
I
them
already
cooked.
know what I'm going to order when we're done. It's
I know. We'll
brain
begin
is
the ordering
churning.
process. We want to be the first ones in
going to be
line.
the best COVID Christmas ever.
Yeah.
So you can keep them already cooked in the fridge and all. You still only have to get them out and do the broil thing.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
after we take them out, then they're still sealed.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what we do, we would cut them and drain it, take it out,
and reseal it.
pat it down, and then reseal it in nice containers.
Oh.
And so it'll have a nice appearance to it. So we can keep separate.
Dave.
So we're going to have these Cryovac, our regular things Cryovac,
Yeah.
and then we're going to have these other ones put in a cardboard backing and stuff.
Wow.
And so they'll just be sold by the steak. And
Wow.
but you can get it, put it in your freezer, or you can put it in the refrigerator, and you can say, "Hey, hon, let's have steak tonight." And she says, "I'll take out 2 steaks, 3 steaks, whatever," and they will be done before he gets. I mean,
Does my brother-in-law Benjamin know about this yet?
I don't
want to cook this at his house and show.
Don't tell Ben.
does.
Don't tell Ben
Yeah,
Manwaring.
don't share this.
Should we go back out here so
Yes.
Dave can keep going?
Yes, Dave's like, I need to get to
He-
work.
He's got to run. So, hey, and this is Dave.
Dave!
He is our head meat cutter. He knows everything about
What was
it.
he just sealing? Was that pastrami? Or what was that?
Pastrami.
Pastrami?
Okay.
So yeah, because we
Wow.
have the
One of
deli
those on the way
meats.
out, probably.
Yeah.
Wow. So you guys have deli meats as well.
We have deli meats. We have pork. We sell a lot of pork chops. We do. We have a lot of catering.
Let's go this way, then we can get to work.
No, that's okay.
Because I still want to ask about this. This is coming up next.
Okay.
So these ones are not cooked. This vacuum seal, these are just
those are
ready to go.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are just when we were cutting, we had extra and we just put them in there.
What do you mean soups?
Oh, soups. These are the soups
Lobster
that
Bisque.
our bakeries use. So we still have we have a couple of places that do more than just meat, and so we've brought in the different soups for them. And
Wow.
so, like if you go to a place and you get soup and sandwich,
Yeah.
soup and salad or something, these are the kinds of soups
Oh yeah.
that they have. I don't know
Tomato
if it's the same brand,
ravioli.
but
Oh,
yeah.
yum.
And we
Awesome.
just brought in this new one, Maine Lobster Bisque.
Wow.
So yeah, so that's kind
awesome.
of a
So
fun
can
one.
someone can buy this and take it home and just put it in a stock pot and go?
Yeah, it makes a big crock pot. You don't want to use a little one because you add water. So it's this plus the same amount of water, and you just when I do it, when I know that I'm going to have a lot of people, and especially like in years past when people are coming in over time, like for Christmas or something, I'll put one of these in, or actually we usually use several different kinds of soup, and I'll unthaw it overnight, and then I'll put it in, mix it up, and just leave it for 4 or 5 hours, and it's done. And it's so easy, and it's comfort,
Yeah.
in the winter. We also have a lot of church groups and other groups that if they're feeding a lot of people, this is an easy way to do it.
Never thought
So,
about that. So in this, if you're looking at this, how many people does this feed? This.
so typically, I would say one of these feeds about 15 people. It depends
Wow.
on.
Yeesh.
I mean, if you
That's a
have a
good
group
deal.
of
That's a great
ladies.
deal.
Yeah, if you have a group of ladies, then you're going to get more out of it. But if you have
Rather than the
guys-
group of our families?
yes,
Rather than
and
a
my
group of
family,
Manwarings.
yes. You might want to get 2.
I may need 2
Yeah.
of those. Yeah. That's awesome.
to help this guy, he asked for you.
Oh. Yes.
Okay.
Well, okay. Well, then you
Bob,
have to come and talk about this,
Will
Bob.
you talk about the sodas?
Here we go. That's a tag team. You were just tagged out.
Oh.
You're in, Bob.
This is how we do it.
So,
Oh,
Bob,
good.
tell
I
us.
love talking about sodas.
So, what is this? So, we're in a meat shop, but what's going on here?
Did she tell you that we have several accounts? We deliver to these places and barns and stuff
Like the soda
factories.
barns.
Yeah. And there's a couple places that we do that use only Monin, and we service Monin. And so we decided to keep this line for them. And we got a back room that has, it's where back in the day we used to park our trucks and stuff and repair. But we busted the wall between the 2 buildings, and we store all their cups and everything. We got
But can I buy one of
Yeah.
these for home use?
Yeah,
Oh.
and that's why we have it out here.
Chad's a connoisseur, so he may have to take over at this point.
Yeah, no, I like flavored soda.
He
In
loves
fact,
a flavored.
yesterday we were at lunch and my daughter got a flavored lemonade, coconut, vanilla, huckleberry lemonade. So good.
Wow.
So good.
I like the lemonade. I like Sonic's lemonade. We don't, do
Yeah.
anything with Sonic, but I like it because it's real.
Yeah.
But you get some of these places that don't have that just out of the fountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They make them taste pretty decent
Yeah.
too. But
So these are this is just a mixture in to your home sodas, right? They just mixed in, or
Home
is this?
sodas or coffee or hot chocolate.
or Italian soda.
Italian sodas. Yeah.
That you like to do. So we.
So
got
what do
it.
you have to know about this to use this at home? Is it anything that there's some specific to know? I've never done that before.
I don't like carbonation. So I don't have, I have lemonade. That's what I drink. That's my go-to. But my wife, I can almost tell you what hers is. She goes to a place and she gets Diet Dr. Pepper, extra cream, raspberry, and I think coconut.
Wow.
Is that right?
That's a popular one.
Oh, what I get?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Almost every day. She does, because she comes in here before they're open.
It is.
Pick me up this and
Dr. Pepper with raspberry, extra coconut cream, and easy ice.
Yep, the coconut cream Dr. Pepper is
So if you
amazing.
ever want to be on my good list, now you know.
That is it. That is the go-to to suck up to Amy.
One really neat thing too, that several people have done this, but we do it also in our family, is when we have like weddings or we have different things, we actually set up an Italian soda bar. And these are really good for that. Did you talk about the flavor on the Monin?
no, I didn't talk about the
The Tirani is a very popular brand because it is
price right.
price-wise, it's cheaper. The Monin is it's a little bit more than the Tirani, but the flavor in it is more infused. It has a higher profile flavor. So I don't know. I just think it makes the sodas or whatever you're making, it makes them taste
More natural,
really, really
not
good.
syrupy. I mean, that's the whole key, is to try to get a natural flavor.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah.
So,
Wow.
and if
So-
anybody wants to know how to set up a Italian soda bar, they can talk to me. 'Cause
You are
So
the
what's the difference
expert.
between vanilla and French vanilla?
do you know what? I am not sure.
I've always wondered that.
Why?
The French use the French vanilla, and the vanilla is just for Americans.
Okay.
Well explained, Bob. Really, really
Like
good.
French fries and
Yeah.
If
The
you
French
ever-
use this one, and Americans use this one.
And if you
shoestring
ever
There you go.
wonder about anything that Bob tells you, ask me.
Yeah.
I believed for the first year of our marriage that he had a black belt in karate.
Oh,
I do.
He's never taken karate.
Black belt right
I
there.
found that out.
Nice.
you're like, I'm the lie detector.
I keep telling her I got a black belt, man.
I know. Oh my
So how much are they going to run if they're going to come in and buy one?
So on the sodas,
Oh, there it is. I knew there was a
Yeah,
list.
it was
somewhere.
yeah, I've got to find a good place to put this. But I
Oh, there
moved
we
it
go.
off the top because I put the purees. The purees, okay, so these are the Monin syrups.
Okay.
And then we have some sugar-free ones. And then we have purees. Now the purees are, the texture, it's a little bit heavier.
Oh,
and it will have like bits of fruit or coconut and
sure.
stuff in it. Yeah, so that actually, it
So
depends.
depending on your taste of what you like.
Yes.
That would be nice in a lemonade, the puree, right? Because you kind of have, lemonade's not like a soda, which is, yeah.
One of my other favorites with the wild berry puree at Sodatopia, they have a wild thing.
Oh.
Their drink is called the Wild Thing. So delicious.
What's
Yeah.
the soda in it?
It's Dr. Pepper, but you can actually
whatever
say,
you
okay, I want that in
Yeah.
Coke. And I don't know exactly everything they put into it, but I know they put the wild thing or the wild berry, and I think there's coconut, and I'm not sure what else.
What is the this is off topic. What is the obsession with the coconut? I do not like coconut. It seems like with every mix
I
seems
love
to
it.
put the
Yeah, I
coconut
think
in.
most people like
I don't
it. That's
know.
the obsession.
It's a good thing you're pretty.
I
Yeah.
guess so.
Coconut is the thing, no?
I guess so. I am
Well, and
out.
coconut cream takes it to another level.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's awesome.
It. I don't know. I think it's just personal
I
preference.
guess so.
It
Yeah.
is.
It seems like everywhere I go, everyone's
Bob's the
like
same
adding
way.
coconut into everything. I'm like, what is the coconut?
No, Bob's the same way. He doesn't like coconut.
Yeah, we're more down to earth type
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
Bob, right? Put a little salt and maybe something in mine. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So you guys, this is awesome,
this
amazing.
is
I
great.
love this, and by the way, I
It's
endorse
fun.
because our primer was amazing. Tell us
So-
one more time how to get. Go
I'm
ahead.
going to say one thing. So what I've learned is I'm going to buy some pastrami. I saw that. I love that. The ribs I'm going to do. I'm going to cook my brother-in-law the best steaks he's ever had.
That's awesome.
But I can only do it with your help.
That's cool.
Secretly, you're like, I've got these
He's cooked
steaks
for
all
me
good.
the best meats I've ever had. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna-
I've heard he's really good.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I've heard he's really good.
awesome.
So you can find us. Our phone number is 524-2444. So you can call if you have any questions or if you want to place an order. Or you can go on to GP Prime Meats and you can order online, or if you have special cuts, then call us.
Yeah.
Because we have to be very specific with our online ordering, so there's only certain choices.
Love it. There is most likely a link below to all said items, so go take a look. You guys, awesome. You're amazing. Thank you for getting the tour.
Yeah.
This was so cool.
No, this is really cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for our next one. We'll come back when sous vide's up and running, and we can take a
okay.
look.
And
We'll be back.
we'll cook some for you.
Oh, I'm excited about this.
We'll let
do
you,
our best.
we'll let you, taste test.
It's awesome. Okay, all right, you guys,
Okay.
come check it out. Again, Grand Peaks Prime Meats down here on West 20th. Check out their website below. Give them a call. Try this out, man. This is the
get
best
your order
time.
for Christmas, New Year's,
Yeah.
for your parties. You will be the star
You will
of the
be
party.
the star of the show. I was the star of
I was thinking
Thanksgiving.
about chicken,
Chicken.
doing
yeah.
chicken on sous vide.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because sometimes it can get dry.
Yeah,
and,
good.
and this will
and
make
you take
it very
it out
moist.
and coat it,
Yeah.
so it's crispy, but the inside's juicy.
Nice.
Yum. It's awesome. Okay, obviously these guys know what they're doing. Come check them out. They're amazing. Grand Peaks Prime Meats. This has been Jessica Carden.
Chad Murdock.
Your nosy neighbors keeping you
In the know.
The nosy neighbors keeping you in the know.
The nosy neighbors keeping you in the know.
Nosy neighbors keeping you in the know.
Nosy neighbors keeping you in the know.
The nosy neighbors keeping you in the know.
So the nosy neighbors keeping you in the know.
The nosy neighbors are going to keep you in the know.